guys, welcome back to my channel. So since my last video, I did a little research on Tana Mongeau. I think that's how her last name is pronounced. If I have it wrong, let me know in the comments. So my previous video was about her and Cody Ko, the drama surrounding the two, and her allegations against Cody and the timing of her coming out with those allegations. So basically, in my last video, I said that I understand that when Cody pursued her, she was a minor and that was wrong, and she should have reached out privately for an apology, an explanation, and so on. Not go after him while Kelsey was pregnant, because that was very stressful probably on her, and it was inconsiderate of Tana to do that while she was pregnant, and many of you disagreed with me on that, which I get it. Everyone has a right to their own opinion, but yeah, I think that what she did was on purpose because she's not a good person. And how I know is that she's not a good person is because she is allegedly, in my opinion, also an online pimp, or was an online pimp. That's the topic of today's video. I want to touch upon the fact that Tana has been dabbling in virtual pimping with her Tana's Angels agency, allegedly, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many others. I've been hearing about these rumors that she has been pimping out girls, allegedly, for a while now. And I decided to Google it, and I found a Reddit page or a subreddit page. I don't know how you call them. I'm not on Reddit that much, so I don't know what it's called. There's like a page called the Cancel Pod, and in that page, there's another page explaining what Tana has been doing with the Tana's Angels agency. So I support sex work. I think it should be decriminalized and destigmatized, but what she is doing is not helping that cause. The whole point of OnlyFans was to cut out the middleman and to let the models or the sex workers gain the whole profits for what they're doing, and she is becoming the middleman virtually, like she's signing up these girls, young girls, and yes, she's basically, in my opinion, allegedly pimping them out. Everything in this video is alleged. It's based on information I found online. So it's not facts, it's only speculation, and do your own research, come up with your own conclusions. But you know what they say, where there is smoke, there is fire. Let's just read the post that I found. Apparently, people have speculated in the past that this was a way to take a cut out of other people's sex work via OnlyFans, which I absolutely do not fuck with. He's referring to Tana's Angels agency. I support sex work, and one of the best aspects of utilizing OnlyFans was to finally cut out the middleman that historically would exploit the worker. I agree with this. The workers had the whole power on OnlyFans. They were making their own money and, deciding what to share, what not to share. They were in charge of their content and everything. But then people like Tana came along that have been lying to young girls that this is a harmless and easy way to make money online, to become rich like her, which is not true. Sex work is still sex work. It sticks with you forever, and it's not harmless, like those photos and videos are gonna stay on the internet forever. The content that you create is gonna stay on there forever, and you're probably not gonna make a lot of money if you don't have a large following from the very beginning. Like Tana, she started on YouTube. You probably know that. Then she continued spreading her audience, and then she became even more popular, and then she decided, okay, I'm gonna create an OnlyFans, encourage others to do the same, and I'm gonna sign them up to my agency, and I'm gonna make a percentage of their earnings because I'm signing them up. That's like a pyramid scheme. She gets a percentage of other people's earnings, which is vile. So the writer of the post said that the idea of another woman trying to get in the way of that gives me the ick, to say the least. So I agree with her. It gives me the ick. I am home with COVID tonight, so I decided to look into it. Ladies, I do not like what I found. Here's a breakdown with receipts. So let's read the receipts. In 2021, Tana announced that she's starting her own agency called Tana's Angels Agency in collaboration with Unruly Agency. She was and is currently signed to Unruly Agency. OnlyFans is specifically mentioned as to why she's creating the agency. She said, like, quote unquote, people asking me how to make money on OnlyFans. Tana also states that, quote unquote, introducing Tana's Angels Agency is a way for me to give power back to creators. Really? Is that what you're doing? You're not trying to make money off of them. You're trying to give back their power. Like, oh my God. This is why I don't like her, because she is trying to exploit everyone and everything, allegedly, in my opinion. She even got married with Jake Paul for views. Have any of you believed that she actually got married to him? After months and months of perfecting my agency alongside Unruly, Tana's Angels Agency is finally here, she said. Girl, didn't you say that your perfume took months and months of perfecting and it turned out to be from AliExpress? This was also true. I mean, this is also true because she came out with this perfume that she claimed that she has been working on for so long. And then people found it on AliExpress for like, what? I don't know, $5 or something like that. Like even the packaging was the same. And no one believed anything she was selling after that. She came out with also, like that Dizzy drink. Some say that it turned out to be a white label collab, and she also had some tacos.
Probably like a year before we decided on Dizzy, we thought it was going to be Tana's Tacos.
Take me through like that process a little bit.
We thought it was going to be a ghost kitchen, and we did the entire process with the same people who did Beast Burger. I hate to say this, but I don't think it's right. I don't think Tana needed Tana's Tacos.
What felt most inauthentic about the taco brand?
I eat tacos, but I'm not going to eat Tana's Tacos every single day. I just felt like it kind of was like, Mr. Beast has a ghost kitchen, so I want a ghost kitchen. Like, it was just like kind of following the trends of what everyone in the industry was doing to make money, and it didn't really feel like it was something that would be mine in 5 years.
People didn't really give a fuck about any of this until she came out with Tana's Angels Agency, because this is not just, like a quick cash grab. It is, but it's more serious than that. In 2023, so 2 years after, she was featured on an episode of Sideman's 20 versus 1. And in a clip, you can see Tana interviewing a contestant. She says, quote unquote, have you ever thought about doing OnlyFans? I have an OnlyFans agency called Tana's Angels Agency, and I'm looking to recruit some people.
Have you ever thought about doing OnlyFans?
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious about what that would be like.
Are
I
you?
never gave it into a thought to doing it. Like,
Georgie Porky. Well, I do OnlyFans.
okay.
And I have an OnlyFans agency called Tana's Angels Agency,
Oh,
or
nice.
TAA.
Cool.
And I'm looking to recruit
You're looking to recruit.
some people.
Like casting couch.
And I was just looking at you earlier, and out of everyone I met, I just feel like you're a really good candidate for that.
And do you still think she's a good person? Do you still write for Tana? Like, I don't know what to say. Isn't that proof enough? I don't know. Allegedly. Yeah. So in 2024, the person who wrote the post also found that Unruly had 9 lawsuits against them right now from influencers they have signed. Many influencers have publicly spoken about them in these articles. I suggest you give them a read. And there are 3 articles which I will link down below in the description. You can read about it. I will also link this post on Reddit. It's a seemingly sweet deal. In exchange for paying the agency a percentage of their earnings, the creator would be relieved of the burden of keeping up with a hectic posting schedule, benefit from heavy marketing, and watch their fan base expand. Wow, so they do the heavy lifting for you. you know. However, many influencers are saying that they specified in their contracts that they didn't want to show full nudity or wanted it to be edited out in the photos. Yet, Unruly would go ahead and non-consensually post their nudes. There's multiple allegations of a wage theft, being owed money, and being pressured to make more sexually explicit content that was agreed upon. One woman alleges that Unruly was trying to pressure her to meet in person with one of her VIPs of subscribers. Wow. That freaked her the fuck out. And when a few of the girls asked to part ways with Unruly because of similar reasons, Unruly threatened to sue them. A lawyer for one plaintiff, who is choosing to stay anonymous, said, quote unquote, these guys are basically pimps. New York Times also wrote an article about this happening called, quote unquote, the e-pimps of OnlyFans, like the electronic pimps of OnlyFans. I would call them online pimps, like modern pimps. Like anyway, the link to her agency no longer works, so we don't know if she's still associated with Unruly, but she probably isn't. She probably was like, let's cut ties, because many people are starting to talk about this and reveal my hypocrisy that I care about victims of sexual abuse while creating new victims of sexual abuse. The person who wrote it said that they cannot find proof of anyone anywhere ever saying that they were signed. Has everything gone quiet online because of the current lawsuits? Articles painting this kind of agreement in a negative light started circulating in 2022, shortly after her announcement, which brings the writer of the post to today. So today, the person meant of the day when the texts between Alyssa Violet and Tana were leaked. And remember when Tana was very persistent about Alyssa starting an OnlyFans? It almost feels like peer pressure. What did Tana mean when she said, I was gonna pitch making you a fucking bag? Alyssa shuts the convo down pretty quickly, saying she wouldn't want to do it, so we don't know for sure. But is Tana still carrying out this work venture on the low and behind closed doors? Could Tana be getting a cut if she brings other girls back to Unruly? Could there be NDAs involved? This is all my pure speculations. We have all seen the texts by now, right? She was pressuring Alyssa Violet to make an OnlyFans, allegedly. And why? She told her, oh, you don't have to do anything. You can just post photos like it's nothing. Like, even that, I don't get it how she still has followers and supporters and people writing for her when she is making fun of you all. Like, she has you paying for her OnlyFans and she posts nothing, allegedly, as I've heard other people who are subscribed to her OnlyFans say that she doesn't post actual SEO content. I don't know. If you're subscribed, please share in the comments, what does she post? Does she provide any value that she doesn't provide for free on her Instagram? I don't know. Share in the comments. Let's also read the personal conclusion of the writer. It really doesn't look good. It feels super grimy and she's clearly still intertwined with these people who are allegedly running sexual exploitative businesses. The writer of the post says, Tana, do your silly little harmless cash grabs all day. Who cares? But this is some dark ass shit. I agree. You built a platform on girl get you a bag. Energy, and this ain't it. I completely agree with that. Like, she is advocating for victims to come out, and she allegedly cares about victims of sexual abuse or any kind of abuse, but then she goes on and forces people to create an OnlyFans account and then be exploited by these managers who do the heavy lifting for you. Like, oh girl, the hypocrisy. Don't take a cut out of someone's earnings. I agree with that as well. Don't take advantage of the fact that they look up to you and want to be in your position. Correct. If you're just a beginner on OnlyFans or sexual work online, you're not going to make a lot of money for a while, probably. I don't know. I don't have any experience with it, but I assume if you don't have a large fan base, you're not going to make a lot of money. Don't encourage people to get into legally binding agreements with people who are currently getting sued for shady reasons. I agree with her and or him or they. It's super disappointing, and I think this is the end of the line for me in terms of being a supporter or slash viewer. So I agree with this as well. I never supported Tana. I just don't like her. I felt bad when she was explaining why she's so fucked up, like her childhood, and that's not a, you know what? I felt bad for her then, but I don't feel bad for her now because many people have fucked up childhoods and they don't have a good home support system going on in their lives, but they're still not shitty people. You can have a fucked up childhood and not become a shitty grown up later in life. So that shouldn't be your excuse for becoming a PIMP. Okay, like, I don't know. I know this is not a popular opinion, but I don't like her. I understand her, but I don't like her. The writer of the post said, I just wanted to put this out there for everyone else who was unaware this was going on. Peace. Peace, girl or boy. But, like, thank you for doing your research. It saved me a lot of time. And yeah, she also had an update. Reddit user Extraterrestrial Radio has linked Tana saying 2 sentences about it in this podcast with John Yushai. She stated, quote unquote, I sign people and manage them, and I bring them to the correct managers to help them and do stuff like that. So yeah, I'm assuming she low-key uses her influence and brings the girls to Unruly and gets a cut if they sign. Unruly, who has the 9 lawsuits against them, are the quote unquote correct managers in the room with us. LOL. Let's just watch the clip.
I have an agency under OnlyFans where I sign people and I manage them and I bring them to the correct managers to help them and do the stuff like that, which is an awesome source of revenue.
So what do you think? Do you think she's a PIMP? Do you think... Oh, I also have one other clip that I want to link. I'm going to play it now and you tell me what do you think of it.
And the thing is, there are some of these influencers, and by the way, I haven't even talked about the entire cast of fucking Too Hot to Handle in my motherfucking Harry Jowsey! Harry, he's in this shit too, guys. Like, all these influencers are in it, and nobody knows, and they are making money off these women. And then you go to, but you say, wait, but Tana, she has her own OF. Wait, but she has her own, so, like, she gets it. Oh. Yeah, I'm subscribed to her. If you saw the text with Alyssa Violet, literally Tana goes, oh yeah, I just like don't post anything and then like say I do, and then like people get it. People get it because you're in your bag. This is fucking work. This is not a fucking grift. This sticks with you forever. It sticks on your name forever. It's stuck with you forever. Your family will see it. Your friends will see it. You are changed for the rest of your life after you get into this industry. And then people just think it's like this cute, oh yeah, I wanted to get into that. Why do you think I don't fucking talk about it? It's because like this is a life-changing industry. Yes, it can be positive, but it can also be fucking negative. I had a friend that was interested in getting into it. Someone kidnapped her, drugged her. She was kept in a fucking house full of women for a month, dry trafficked, that's called. Forced to create content against your will. What's different about these management companies? Because you're locked in a contract for an entire year, and they say if you don't make content for them, if you ever want to get out of the industry, they will sue you. How is this legal? There are no laws to protect us. Okay, so when Tana is like texting Alyssa Violet being like, get in your bag, it's because she will get in her bag. When you already have an account on, which this is why I think Tana even has an account on When you have an account and you give someone your referral code, you now make, what is it? 5%. 5%. Shout out to the H3 fans. So every time Tana texts one of her fucking friends who are not in S work and tell them, get in your bag. She wants to get in her fucking bag, bro. She wants 5% of whatever the fuck that girl's gonna make. This is so fucked up. Did I mention Harry Jowsey? Did I mention Harry Jowsey? Did I mention all the too hot to handle bitches? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a fucking YouTube video about this, and I'm gonna go through my fucking DMs, and I'm gonna text all my girls, and I'm gonna see all of the fucking famous people in their fucking DMs who are being predatory against all these young women. Young women. These are women that are under the age of 25. Ages 18 to 25, dude. Oh, I fucking hope you rot in hell, Tana Mongeau. I fucking...
So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Like if you like this video, share if you think it's worth sharing. I sound like Stephanie Harlow. I basically stole her lines. That's what happens when you're chronically online watching YouTube videos. So you're gonna start copying some shit. Subscribe, please, because I need to become a YouTube partner. I have a goal of doing that by the end of this year. And thank you for watching. See you in my next one.